5 minutes and we come back.
5 minutes. Okay, fine.
So, Sandhya ji, can you just list out the alternatives?
So basically, we decided on the lowering of the price, which can be a temporary thing because of the pricing pressure we are feeling. Then we have options of either like we want to keep the quality same. Then obviously we are thinking of cost effectiveness of our procurement of raw material, labor, and everything. Second option will be to go for promotions and discounts. That's what we discussed. Anything else I'm missing?
Yeah. See, typically we consider that this is a temporary situation, and normally ऐसा ही होता है. This price pressure is temporary, and you have to take a decision. If you were to contemplate lowering the price as a decision, then those are the alternatives, which is like promotion. One of the things that I suggested was you ask your customer that you pick up higher volumes, and I will lower the price, no problem.
Yeah, sorry, forgot that.
Yeah.
How about considering the impact of the lowering the price?
Well, that's once you have decided, you have considered the impact already. Let's stick to the decision that we are, as an organization, we have decided to lower the price. And under lowering the price, what are my alternatives? One of the suggestions that came from you, Viralji, was promotion, one-time reduction, temporary discounts, those kind of things.
Go for the higher volumes in production. Hello.
Yeah, higher volume. Yes.
Higher volume to enhancing the productivity that will reduce some cost.
Yeah. So basically, we are talking about doing some improvement in our cost efficiency. So
Cost efficiency, yes.
Yeah. Cost efficiency is the right word.
Cost efficiency.
I can't see
थोड़ा
myself.
supplier से भी बात. Supposing we get some good volume discounts from the supplier also, that can be also good to opt.
Right. So working again, that's also a cost efficiency. The moment you talk about your supplier to supply you,
it all falls under cost.
Correct.
Okay.
Right. Anybody got some time to discuss no price change?
Mahesh sir, can you please brief about our discussion? Mahesh sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
We couldn't complete the discussion, but there was some point we discussed some like Zomato and Amazon, volume business, promotions, reduce price.
Reduce price is a decision. What are your alternates to support your decision of reducing the price?
No, we talked about promotions. Ojas, can you please add to this? I didn't.
Reduce price, provide offer.
Yeah.
Then we develop USP.
Yeah. All right.
How does that support lower price? USP.
No, USP was for the second one. USP was for the second. If we are considering the same amount, let's first stick to the first question. If we are lowering the price, what we can do that we can make a habit to the customers. Like as we are seeing that Jio and other companies were doing the stuff like lowering their price, making it at some time they are making it free. So what we can do, we can start with making them habit, and we can increase our reach to the customer We can scale up the volume of our customer.
That's possible for a new business or a new product in the market or a new brand in the market, but not always possible for an established product.
Okay, right. And for the second one was adding the USP. As we were discussing, if we are not changing the price, what we can do, we can add some USP as we are in a highly competitive market. So adding another USP will also benefit us. That were the points that we discussed.
Okay. So
or having a monopoly of the product will also help to say no change in price.
Okay. All right. Yeah, creating differentiators, creating USPs are one and the same thing. That is something that you can work on. Sometimes it really helps your pricing strategy. regardless of whether you are lowering the price, you are keeping the same price, or you are raising your margin. I'm not saying raising the price, I'm saying raising the margin. So those kind of things definitely work. Sometimes you also have to work on value proposition. So what do I mean by value proposition? Is value proposition is always developed keeping customers business driver, their metrics and their movement into consideration. Customers business driver is their profitability, their reputation in the market, how are they viewed in the market segment. So if you are working on those areas probably, and then providing some value, adding some value. For example, there is a construction company which want to put up a 12-story building in 12 months. So it is time to market. They want to really go fast in the market. And what if you are doing something to really align with their vision or mission or objective of putting up 12-story building in just 12 months? Then you can do away with one of the decisions about pricing here, and then you can raise the margin also here, because that's customers business driver, and they will like it because you are adding value to their business. There are some other aspects like movement, like efficiency of customer, their productivity, their profitability that I talked about, and some metrics as well. Again, in terms of rupee value or saving some time of theirs, is about the time decision timing, and I'll just take about 5 minutes. I don't have too much content on that, and there is no breakout here. There are no more questions as well, unless you guys have questions for me. So decision timing is basically, sometimes, like I have mentioned in my reference material, you sometimes take decision impulsively. That is called as shooting from the hip. Shooting from the hip means, revolver is always on the hip of a police inspector. You can't shoot from there. You have to take it out, you have to aim, and then you have to really shoot. So that requires 2 or 3 steps. But sometimes under the influence, under some time pressure, we shoot from the hip. That should be avoided. Sometimes we are not we are not aware about the risk, so in a way we are negligent about the risk. And then also we are taking decisions too fast. Then there is herd instinct. I think आजकल कोरोना की वजह से there is lot of discussion about herd immunity. So it's about what others are doing, let us do that also. Let us do that itself. That's also kind of decision that sometimes we are influenced by the what others are doing, what competition is doing. अगर कस्टमर कंपटीशन ने प्राइस घटा दिया तो हम भी घटा देते हैं. If they are raising, we are also raising. Those kind of things. Or competition is doing something different, and we also try to follow their footsteps. That is called herd instinct. Sometimes we have very short-sightedness, and this happens with people who are running their business on their own, or a single business owner, because कोई पूछने वाला नहीं है. So they have sometimes this syndrome of short-sightedness, because of which they take the decision and later on they regret it. And this is all about taking decisions too early. On the other hand, you might be doing a lot of analysis. You are still waiting for a lot of data to come. You are waiting for information to come. It is called analysis paralysis. I think we in past we had a government which was also called that that government had a policy paralysis. We will not get into those politics, but that term came from there only. That there is a analysis paralysis. They think too much and too deep and don't arrive at any decision. Procrastination is applicable in decision making also, like it is applicable in many other skills. Procrastination is avoiding decisions or parking the decisions, not taking the decisions in time. Sometimes we don't take decisions because we are happy where we are. It's kind of complacency zone that you are in. You are in comfort zone and you don't want to move ahead. But in business, you cannot afford not to grow. Growing is the fundamental characteristic of any business, and every business is a growing business. So try to challenge that status quo, try to get out of that comfort zone. Complacency I talked about, and then there are some recency effect. Something has happened and probably that is stopping you or limiting you, restricting you from taking the decisions. In all these aspects, if you are following or you are one of them, then you are taking decisions too late. The key is the decision timing topic, that we are talking about. Key is to take the decision at the right time. So here on this chart, you can see this chart, right? It's a bell curve. Soumitra sir, can you see the chart?
Yes, yes.
Okay, all right. So there is a time on the x-axis and there is a value of the decision. So decision value is highest when the bell curve is at the peak. Okay, if you look at the top part of the parabolic that I have put up here. On the left hand side, there are factors where you are taking you're taking the decisions too fast. On the other hand, which is yellow part, you are taking decisions much later. But the ideal part is the orange part, which is the middle one. That is the best time to take a decision. So when you are not in the best time to take a decision on left hand side, the question is, while waiting for the right time, what will you do? If you can just type in your answer in the chat box. When you've still not taken the decision, because it's not the right time to take a decision. So while you are waiting for right decision to take, what will you do? You will do analysis, is what Girish Shah is saying. You will look at pros and cons, explore options. I'll take decision and wait for execution, consider alternatives. Viral, we are still waiting for the decision, so don't take a decision. Best time to take a decision has not yet arrived. Let's assume that. Review and data. Right. I think all of these are great answers. What we will do, when we are waiting for the decision, we are obtaining more clarity about the situation. We are kind of familiarizing ourselves with this new situation which has come up and calls for a decision. So we will analyze that. We will obtain more clarity. And I always say, Soumitra sir knows about it. More the clarity, better the reality. So try to get as clear as possible. Gather more data and information that supports your decision while you are waiting for the right time to come. Okay. And also augmenting your strength, your capabilities, enhancing yourself, your organization. Those are the things that you can do while you are waiting for the best time to take a decision. Okay. But at the same time, on the right hand side, if you miss the bus, let's say you have not taken the best, utilize the best time which was available to take a decision, there is a possibility of you losing the potential benefits or gains that you can potentially derive from the decision. Those opportunities are slipping out of your hand, and sometimes your loss start increasing. So that also can happen. So likewise, you can think of other aspects also when the time actually runs out and you have taken decision too late. So it's always better to stay between too early and too late. And the last slide, to give you some tips on decision timing, set measurable goals and measure it periodically. When you have a goal in front of you and if you are measuring it periodically, that itself will generate a situation and will tell you that, okay, it's time to take a decision now, or at least after 3 months we need to do this and that, or next week we need to take an action on this. Familiarize yourself with potential challenges. There can be challenges like, there could be seasonal aspect, or there could be weather which is looming large on you. So for those kind of challenges which you can see potentially in your business, develop a systematic response plan for those, and that will save a lot of time, and you don't waste time in doing analysis paralysis. Keep asking, be inquisitive, right questions should be asked, and also stay updated with the market or the business segment that you are in. And especially you should be doing this, which is keeping keep asking questions or being inquisitive or staying updated. You should be doing when everything is running very, very smooth in your business. That's the best time, and that also again saves your time. Develop a habit of thinking scenarios. What if scenario? What if this happens? What if that happens? What if my Falana best supervisor leaves my organization? What if my machine breaks down? What if my supplier goes bankrupt? So those kind of scenarios, if you keep thinking regularly as a habit, probably that will develop a lot of data and information for yourself to stay updated, and then you'll be able to take a better decision. Always have plan B and C for different scenarios or for different situations. You should always have plan B or C. And sometimes those plan B and C can also serve as one of the alternatives that you need to consider in decision making process. Once again, I am highlighting decision making is all about choosing the best alternative out of two or more available alternatives. So if you are working on your plan B, C, D, E, then that can also serve as an alternative. Once you know the decision has to be taken, that okay, this is a situation, I know now I have to take a decision. Make decision making as your priority. If you are parking कि नहीं मैं कल करूंगा, मैं 2 दिन के बाद करूंगा, मैं 5 हफ्ते के बाद decision के बारे में सोचूंगा. No. Once you recognize that this situation demands decision making, you should make that as a priority. Then you are always on time to take a decision. And I think that's all from my side. And the session is open for live Q&A. We are already, we have overshot by 1 hour. First of all, thank you so much for everybody to stay with me and being very, very patient and also taking part in brainstorming. I don't know whether people have energy left to ask questions. But like I have mentioned in my poster, you already have my email ID. You also have my phone number. I'm going to display that in the next slide. You can always contact me for next 1 week. I'm giving support on decision making aspects.
So are we supposed to get this deck if we require?
Yeah, this session is recorded. This session is recorded, so you will receive a link.
So 100% votes have come.
Oh, great. All right, you can.
So
Great.
this is the result.
Yeah, thank you so much, people. Thanks.
Yeah.
Happy to see that result.
Yeah.
Maheshji, go ahead with your question, please.
Yeah.
मोटा भाई क्वेश्चन ये है कि we saw the bell curve.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in business world, when it comes to decision making, are there some thumb rules like some decisions related finance should be taken early, decisions related to hire and fire should be taken at the right side of the bell curve? Are there some such thumb rules?
No, decisions are always, should be taken in that bell curve. So let me put that bell curve again. You have to decide what is the best time. If you think taking decision earlier is the right time and you can't afford to, let's say it's a firing decision. Okay. Let's say somebody has violated company policy severely. And if it is, the severity is too high, then obviously you should not wait even for a minute if you have the authority to fire that person. And that is the right time. For such kind of decisions, you should not wait. And that is the right time.
So that's what I'm asking. Are there some thumb rules? Like when it comes to integrity, it has to be left side. When it comes to expansion,
there is
decision making, it has to be on the right side.
It is always a bell curve. Only thing is that bell curve has very little or no left side. There is no red zone, let's say, on this curve. It's immediately is the best time and there is no other time. So basically this bell curve shrinks and there is no red line or red zone.
So sooner the better.
Sooner the better. Earlier the better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anyway, friends, I would request you to please chat with or talk with Mr. Biman sir. And I would request our regular member who is always present in our trainings and she gives good support. Anita ji. So, Anita, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah, so I just request you to give a vote of thanks to Mr. Biman ji.
मी मराठीत बोलते आता
हिंदी
चालेल
ना मराठीमध्ये चालेल आता कोणी तसे
हिंदी एटलीस्ट
ओके एक्चुअली ये सेशन बहुत ही अच्छा हुआ क्योंकि हम बहुत बार डिसीजन लेना चाहते हैं लेकिन हमें डिसीजन कैसे लेना है, क्या करना है और क्यों हमें डिसीजन लेना पड़ता है, क्यों हमें डिसीजन पावर हमें क्यों चाहिए, ये सब कुछ बहुत बार हम दूसरे के ऊपर छोड़ देते हैं. उसने किया तो हम करेंगे, ये करेंगे, लेकिन हमें खुद को क्यों डिसीजन लेना है ये हमें इस पूरे सेशन से पता चला. और डिसीजन लेते समय में हमें क्या क्या सोचना चाहिए कि that decision should be a measurable decisions.
Anita, can you make your video on so that everybody come to know who you are?
Really, 1 minute.
I think everybody can put. I'll stop sharing.
Do you see me?
Yes.
Yes, very well.
I'm visible. Okay. So ये actually मुझे ऐसा लगा कि जब पूरा ये कंप्लीट होने के बाद मुझे ऐसा लगा कि बहुत बार मैंने डिसीजन लिए हैं, मतलब लेती हूँ डिसीजन, लेकिन इतना सोच के नहीं लेते कभी कभी हम लोग कि ये इट शुड बी अ मेजरेबल डिसीजन। छोटा छोटा पॉइंट रहते हैं ये, लेकिन हम ये मिस कर जाते हैं कि हमारे पास क्या क्या पोटेंशियल चैलेंजेस आ सकते हैं, कि हमें बार बार क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहिए कि मैं ये डिसीजन ले रही हूँ तो इसमें क्या क्या पोटेंशियल है, हम इसमें क्या और क्या ऐड कर सकते हैं, व्हाट इज द व्हाट इफ एनालिसिस। मतलब बार बार हमें सोचना चाहिए कि अगर ये नहीं हुआ तो क्या करना चाहिए, ये नहीं हुआ तो क्या करना चाहिए। तो और नॉलेज में भी हमें अपडेट रहना चाहिए। जैसे ये निवडक उद्यमी हमें बार बार ये संधि उपलब्ध करके दे रहा है कि हमें इतना सिखा रहा है। मतलब ये लॉकडाउन पीरियड में मैंने जितने भी अटेंड किए हैं उसने मुझे इतना नॉलेज दिया है कि मुझे आज लग रहा है कि I should be updated in everything. So I think this session was very good, and thanks to Viman Gandhi and Soumitra.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much. So with this note, thank you. We shall end the meeting for today.
Yeah.
And thank you all for participating. गाने वाला कितना भी बढ़िया हो, अगर उसको सुनने वाले नहीं होंगे तो कुछ भी उसका मतलब नहीं है.
Absolutely right.
Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart कि भाई आप लोग आए और आखिर तक जो टिके हैं वही निवडक है. So really the people.
Right.
Yeah, Biman ji बोलिए.
Yeah. Soumitra sir, thanks to you as well for conducting, this, for giving this opportunity first of all, and
Yes.
also efficiently handling the polls as well as the breakouts. Thank you
sir.
so much. Without your support, I don't think this would have been so successful.
So, okay, sir. Thank you so much.
And
Let's
thank
end
you
the meeting.
all the participants. Yeah. Bye bye.
Anybody wants to say something for a minute? Then we can say that and we can close it off.
We can say in our WhatsApp group, that will be more better.
Yeah.
Okay, chalo, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Bye.
Thank you
Bye.
so
Thank
much
you.
Bye. Thanks a lot.
for everything that
Thanks, Atal.